Good morning, everyone. And today we are starting with chapter number 7, Tribal and Nomadic Communities. Now, first of all, let's understand the meaning of the chapter. That what do you mean by tribal and nomadic communities? Now, first of all, what is a tribal? Okay, tribal means those people who live in a group. Those people who live in a group and they have certain common things, they have certain common culture, and everybody has certain role and responsibility, and they have to follow the rules of the tribe. Okay, so that is a tribal community. Another is nomadic communities. Now, what do you mean by nomadic? Nomadic means who move from one place to another. Okay, so those people who never settle at one place and they keep on moving from one place to another place, that is called as nomadic communities. Okay, now why we are reading this chapter in history? Because there are certain important communities in India which are very important in our history, and they have played a very important role and major responsibilities in our history. So that is why we are going to read about two cases here. The one is Ahoms. Ahoms are from Assam, and Gonds. Gonds have presence all over in central India, like for example Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Gujarat. Okay, so we are going to read about these two important communities. Okay, one by one. But first of all, let's understand certain characteristics of tribal and nomadic communities, which are very different from our culture. Okay, so we need to understand these things. Another important thing is that there are certain nomadic people who are tribal, means they have some common culture. And there are certain tribal people who are nomads, they who keep on moving from one place to another place. Now, what are the characteristics of these people? The first is egalitarian nature of society, means each and every person. Egalitarian means equal, that they do not follow the Varna system which we used to follow in our historic times, and each and every person is used to consider equal in society. Nobody is higher, nobody is junior, every person is equal in a society. So that is the meaning of egalitarian nature of society, means equal. Second is kinship bonds. Here it is the meaning of kingship is that the relations are based on blood, means all these people, they are a group and they are related to each other in some way. Okay, so this is how their group is small, and then slowly and slowly they keep on, the group keep on increasing. So this is the meaning of the word kingship bond. Okay, each and every person is related by the way of blood. Third is nomadic nature of tribe. Mean there are certain tribes who never settle at one place. They keep on moving. Okay. So that is the nomadic nature of tribes. Then we have relation with nature. Now they have very close bonding. They have a very close bonding with the nature. They are not dependent upon outside culture and outside cities. Rather, they are dependent upon nature, and everything which they are using and doing, they are getting from the nature. They do not want to be dependent upon outside resources. The fourth is shifting agriculture. Shifting means that they never use one place for agriculture, they keep on shifting. If they have used one farmland for agriculture, and at the next time they will use some other land, so that is the shifting agriculture. Sometimes they practice it. Then isolated settlement, they sometimes live in mountainous areas, hilly areas, or some kind of a places where reaching, and there is very difficult, it is a very backward area, and they keep on isolated settlement so that they are not in contact with the outside world. So that is why their settlements are usually isolated. We have read that in transport and communication also, that there are certain houses which are, very separate from, the mainstream society. So they live in an isolated settlement. Craftsmen entertainers means most of the people are, in the business of craftsmen, means they do make some kind of handicraft or something, or they are into the entertaining business, means they do some kind of entertainment work. For example, they are in circus or something. So, that is their main profession. Then we have community ownership of land, means like for example, if we are living in a house, that house, if it belongs to us, that means it belongs to us only. But here, these people, wherever they are living, it does not belong to one particular person, but it belongs to the whole community. If they are doing farming, then that particular farming land does not belongs to only one person or a group, but it belongs to the whole tribal community. Okay, so that is the community ownership of land. And finally, there are certain societies like they have patrilineal system, means the ownership of land is in the hands of male members only. And when the head of the family, the male member, when he dies, then that property or that particular thing moves on to his son only. So that kind of society is patrilineal. Then there are certain matrilineal society, like in Meghalaya, there are certain, kind of tribes which have matrilineal system, in which, the female members, play an important part, because the female members actually, they are the head of the family, and when one female head member of the family dies, then the everything, whatever it belongs to that person, moves on to his daughter only, her daughter only. Okay, so that is the matrilineal system. So there are certain societies which has patrilineal system or patriarchal system, and then there are certain societies which have matrilineal system or matriarchal system. Okay, so these are the characteristics of tribal and community. Okay, thank you so much.